In order to play iBuy, you need to obtain between 3 and 8 mannerly and felicitious players, ages 12 and up. Unfortunately for today, this group will have to do. The object of this game is to get as few points as possible. All cards marked 1 through 9 are worth 5 points. Cards marked 10 through 12 are worth 10 points. A set is defined as 3 or more cards of the same number. The color of the card is not relevant. An example of a set is a group containing 3 number 9 cards. Sets are not limited to only 3 cards. There is no limit to the maximum number of cards in a set. A run is defined as a group of consecutive cards of the same color. An example of this is a blue 5, blue 6, blue 7, and blue 8. A run must contain the specified number of minimum cards. The maximum number of cards per run is 12. Wild cards are worth 25 points and may take the place of any card. For instance, if a player is working on a set and he has 2 number 7s, he may use a wild card to take the place of the third 7. If he is working on a run and he has a yellow 1, yellow 2, and yellow 4, he may use a wild card to take the place of the yellow 3. Bridge cards are worth 50 points. If a player needs a set of 3 cards and has a green 1, he may place a bridge card with it to represent 2 other number 1s. He may also use the bridge card to represent 2 consecutive cards in a run. For instance, if he has a blue number 1, blue number 4, and blue number 5, he may use the bridge card to represent a blue 2 and a blue 3. Before play begins, place the reference cards around the table so players don't have to use their little noggins, trying oh so futilely to remember what the current progression is and how many cards are to be dealt. Player to the left of the dealer begins. Each player will choose if she wants to select the top card from the draw pile or if she wants to take the card on top of the discard pile. If another player wants the card on the top of the discard pile, he says, "I buy." The player whose turn it is decides if she wants the card on the discard pile for herself or if she wants to sell it to the player who is requesting it. Once someone declares "I buy," the player whose turn it is must either take the card himself or sell it. If he sells the card, the person requesting it must take that card and another card from the top of the draw pile. Then the person whose turn it is draws a new card from the draw pile. At the end of each turn, the player discards any card from his hand. If 2 players both declare "I buy" at the same time, the person whose turn it is decides who said it first and awards the card to that player. Play continues in a clockwise motion. Laying down. Each round has a different objective for players to achieve and starts with a different number of beginning cards. On her turn, if a player has all the cards to complete the sets and/or runs required during the round, she may place them on the table. If other players have laid down, a player who has laid down may place any of his remaining cards into the sets or runs others have laid down if they fit into their progression. A player may only add to other sets or runs if she has laid down herself. For example, if another player has laid down a set of 4s, and if the player whose turn it is has an extra 4 in his hand, he or she may place those cards on the other player's set. An additional example is if another player has laid down a red 8, red 9, red 10, and red 11, she may place a red 12 into that player's run. Winning the round. When a player is able to play all of the cards in her hand, the round immediately ends. She can either lay her last card down in front of her as part of an existing or new run or set, or she may throw it on the discard pile. As soon as a player is out of cards, no additional cards from other players can be played. Play continues through each of the rounds listed on the progression card. Scores are recorded after each hand. Winning the final round. The last round of the game has a twist. In order to win, a player must lay down all of her cards in her own sets and runs and not have a card to discard. When this happens, no other player is allowed to lay down any cards. All of the other players' cards are counted against them. Points are totaled and the person with the lowest score wins.